Hello everyone, good morning. This is Zach here, and today this section here we'd like to do a quick updates on some of the KLSE stocks, especially the patterns that have been discussed. I think like 2 days ago. Okay, during the Friday, Monday training. Okay, with members. Okay, so today this section, I think I will keep it short and we'll cover four stock. If let's say later on we go through a screener, and if let's say there's any interesting stock setups, okay, probably we might want to look into it as well. Now, there are four counters that I think currently in KLSE, they are showing unusual volume, or especially, of course, they are coming from downtrend. Some of them actually already completed a reversal. Okay, so maybe you want to look for a quick opportunity trades from there. Okay, so hopefully later on, especially for members, if you have watched this recording, you'll have attended or maybe watch the monthly orientation training, because during the monthly orientation training, probably I just want to write it over here. Okay, so I think during the monthly orientation training, which is on Friday, I have posted out the recording already into the Telegram channel, so remember, make sure you watch it. So during the monthly orientation, I think we do talk about market stages. Okay, how we use the market stages, okay, to detect is there any potential reversal counters, okay, and then we use the trend line, okay, to confirm the reversal, okay, unless at least on this trend line here, it tells that this stocks currently is not in the continuation trend. Maybe likely they are about to change the trend very, very soon. Okay, so these are two things that we do cover, and of course the combination, how to use the market stages plus the trend line, okay, to do it. Okay, so of course we're going to study the volume. Usually the change of trend using the trend lines that best is that it come with volume, okay, to show that there is actually genuine activities is happening, okay, at the particular counters. Okay, all right, so we're going to start our section right now. Okay, so first of all, let me go through the four counters with you all. Again, do remember that this section here is not for you to buy and sell. Okay, so definitely I'm not sure what counters will goes up and goes down. Again, it's still in a very weak and bearish market. We're gonna look into KLSE later on also. Okay, which is I think that maybe next week, again, not doing any buy call, but just want to share with you my opinions that maybe next week the technical rebound may happen soon because of KLSE having a strong downtrend. Okay, now I'm not sure how many members is here today. Type because I think still early in the morning. I got 4 people only with me right now. So if you are members, okay, I really hope that you know what is the type of criteria we're looking into. Okay, so we look into reversal. Okay, of course, reversal is coming from the downtrend to uptrend. In this case over here. Now, first, we got a huge sell-off. Okay, again, market stages is oversold areas. Okay, hopefully you remember that. Okay, if not, again, remember to watch the recording again. Okay, I do provide the clear 3 steps for you to look into. Okay, so sell-off is very important in the background. Then we got some reversal, of course, with sign of strength. Okay, preferable become a sign of strength, and again we look into market stages, right? How the market stages from also they're slowly turning into the positive areas. Okay, so this is what we're looking into. Third is break the main resistance. Okay, third is to break the main resistance. So again, this is a few things that we do discuss, okay, in the section on the Fridays. Okay, so now let's look into KLSE first. This is the KLSE chart. Probably let me just bring it up a little bit bigger so you can see this clearer. So this is on the 3-month charts here. Okay, I think 3 months is quite sufficient in this case. So as I mentioned, okay, here we got a big sell-off. Okay, reversal tends to work better. Okay, especially when you start having a big sell-off in the background. Okay, so of course we still haven't sure yet whether it will make a technical rebound or not next week. So hopefully we'll see some up by increasing volume, or maybe a temporary green pentagons will help. Okay, now yesterday I think there's one member asked me, but of course he's asked me about mini I cannot recall it, but there's futures market are using 1 minute chart. Okay, I'm not sure whether the member is here or not. She asked me about the trend line. Okay, how to use it in 1 minute chart in futures market. Now the trend line actually applicable in 1 minute chart, but the things that you want to always monitor for reversal patterns. Okay, I put RP, not pentagon reversal patterns. You always focus on how much they drop, okay, in the background. Like for example, in this case over here, right? If you notice, this is a sideways market. Okay, the price drop, and yes, there seems like making a reversal. Okay, but one thing's, if you look into the background, this is not a big drop. Okay, so as I mentioned previously, right, when we want to trade reversal patterns, the best one is always come from a big drop. Okay, maybe for example, here is 50% drop. Okay, then chances for them to go back to 25% is there. Okay, or maybe 20%, I don't know. But if let's say, for example, they only drop like 5%, okay, so sometimes they only up 2%. Okay, by the time we enter, they continue on the downtrend already. Okay, so for me, I always prefer, if I want to trade on this kind of patterns, I prefer the background drop heavily. Okay, so when they reverse, even though to here, at least I can get a certain percentage. Okay, like for example, I think like Dufu is a very good example. P Metals, Solar West is a very good example on the reversal. Okay, again, type of A for me if you understand so far. Type of A for me if you understand this part so far. Okay, so that's why the setup is there. You know, yesterday the member showed me. I think the setup is there. It's pretty good, but just that unfortunately, the risk reward is not there. Okay, which means the trading range is too narrow. Okay, here the trading range is better. Okay, here is better. Okay, so at least it can go up to certain percentage. Okay, now if I understand this part, I appreciate you can type a 1 for me. Again, it's very important, especially in the reversal trade, because we are trading, against the trend overall. Okay, this is still in the downtrend. Okay, so we want to try to give us a better edge. Okay, when we trade on downtrending markets. Okay, so okay, now let's go back to here. Again, 4 counters. Again, this is not a buy call, let me remind you, but just that I think unusual volume is coming up. So I think is good to monitor. But there's more. Okay, like I said, I will go through the screen later if I got time. We want to look for a few more that is kind of interesting one. Okay, so I think Taffy definitely is one of them, but Taffy showing some weaknesses coming in on the Friday closings there. And I think Jackson and Sedania, they already confirmed the reversal. Okay, now slowly moving up. Overall, still very healthy in terms of the pullbacks there. And the other one that I'm looking into is Lei Hong. Okay, because Lei Hong seems like they are still holding well. Okay, on the UT. Okay, so for members, that especially those attending masterclass, the overtake UT is always good to look into it. Okay, hello Wayland, thank you for joining me this morning. Okay, now this is the 4 counters. Then later on, if I got time, I will look into a screen as well. Okay, we'll look into some of the stocks that having some sort of strength. Okay, in this current market. Okay, so here first of all, Taffy. Okay, here it break above the trend line. Okay, a bit south in the background. Okay, so it's the the 3 things that we discussed the other day. And like I said, sometimes when confirmation happen, if the stock goes up by 30%, you really want to be extra careful, because a potential pullback may coming in very, very soon. Now in a case like Taffy, the volume is definitely unusual, but one thing that I don't really feel comfortable, let me erase this one over here. Okay, is this volume. Okay, notice here, this volume is super climatic. Okay, and looks like it will build a temporary resistance. Okay, I'm not sure, but it looks like a distribution forming. Okay, so sometimes when I see this kind of high volume in this area here, I tend to be more like extra careful. Okay, because probably this is like a quick temporary rebound, sell off, then you continue to drop further again. Okay, now best one to deal with this is that you want to look for a deeper pullbacks. Okay, then it turns back to green pentagon. Okay, because most of the time, like I say, when you see this kind of power uptrust, they tends to make a shakeout. Okay, or maybe a deeper pullbacks coming in. Okay, in the hourly chart. Okay, but anyway, it's still worth to monitor, because I think they just make a changes in terms of trends there. Okay, just that I want to see whether got any new buyers coming in or not. Okay, in this one, because so far on the closing on Friday, it looks like it's more like a distribution spot for me. Okay, now it's kind of similar like MSM. If I can show you 1 or 2 example, sorry, not MSM. Okay, there's one actually I forgot. Okay, if I remember later, I share with you. Okay, now let's go to the others. I think like Jackson. Okay, Jackson and Sedania, the parent is similar lah. Is similar. Okay, then Oh, this is a good example. Okay, yeah, this is the one. Okay, now for me, Taffy is similar like this. Okay, let's look into here. Okay, this is a very good example, right? So notice here, this is like a previous trend line. Okay, again, if you know how to draw manually on the trend line, you just do it. Okay, if not, you can actually use the trend line indicators. Okay, how you gonna do it? You go to replay bar, you click on the particular areas. Okay, so that you know roughly, okay, where is the trend line is. Okay, you can do that. So let's say you already know how to plot the trend line on your own using manually. Go ahead. Okay, because it's just connecting the latest top point, and of course support is the bottom one. Okay, so here, notice here. This is the one that it breaks our high volume, but the next day come with high volumes. Okay, on the down bar. Okay, so subsequently what happens? It dropped further. Okay, of course sideways, then now it coming back again with volume. Okay, again we know maybe Taffy go lower again. So that's why usually you see this kind of combination. You want to be more extra careful. Okay, now again, I'm not sure how many members here, but so far it's Wayland replied to me. Wayland, you understand this part? Okay, I need to ensure, especially members, you understand this, okay? Because sometimes, like I say, trading on reversal pattern from downtrend to uptrend is very tricky because it might be an inverse pullback. Okay, most of the time it's inverse pullback. Okay, so that's why you have to be careful on this kind of obvious, especially those obvious sign of weakness. Okay, so when you see this kind of sign of weakness, avoid first. Okay, you look for those that who have very clear signals to you. Okay, Wayland, you let me know, is it clear to you? Okay, or maybe later on, if let's say any of our members watching this video here, comment below. Okay, if you not understand, okay, like I say, you're always welcome to ask me. If needed to, I cover it in the next upcoming monthly training or the weekly training. Okay, now subsequently, if you notice here, there's a good change of trend pushing up. Okay, a wash, push up. Okay, and now recently I think they are doing like a pullback. Okay, now the trend have changed. Okay, thank you, Wayland, for the confirmation. So you see here is the change of trend. Now the trend line pointing up already. Okay, and this is a pretty big range, okay, for you to trade overall, and this is the middle lines. Okay, so when the price over here, usually it representing they are still quite trending. Okay, so probably want to watch out some upthrust nearby over here. Okay, maybe some profit taking will happen in this area here. Okay, so far I think Jackson volume is definitely unusual. Coming up with some increasing volume is quite interesting to look into overall. Okay, again, market still pretty weak, so look for some short-term opportunity to trade. Now, Sedania, in the other hand, is also similar. Notice here, this is a big downtrend. Okay, when the price crossing up, okay, big high volume, pushing up, and you notice that immediately it got a big upthrust. Okay, upthrust coming high volume. Similar like what happened to Taffy, similar what happened to Jackson. So what happened? It dropped back to the support. Okay, so that's why I say Taffy, we want to monitor first. Okay, so here again, it move up 30%. The next stage immediately show high volume upthrust again. Okay, so similar Taffy, right? So it goes back here and we want to monitor further. Okay, any sound strength or not. Okay, so now definitely the market stages is improving. Okay, in this case over here. And of course, the trend line also starting to point upwards. Okay, starting to point upwards. Okay, so use the main support resistance to help you out in this case. Okay, in this case here, maybe you want to use somewhere around here or the middle line here. Okay, main resistance is here. Okay, so watch out. Okay, for the sound weakness. Okay, so again, let me repeat, support resistance is only, it's just to tell you the areas for you to monitor. It's not for you to take profit exactly at this point. Okay, so for example, right, if I look into here, this is resistance. Okay, 55 cents. Okay, so doesn't mean that the price have to hit 55 cents only to distribute. Okay, so sometimes it can be like here, it hit ready for my uptrust immediately. Okay, so this area for me is also good for you to consider for you to take profit because there's some weaknesses, okay, in this area. Okay, so third counters Taffy. Okay, now actually I got more. Okay, I think there's one more I will share with you also. Now Lei Hong also is kind of similar like Jackson and Sedania. They actually have some change of trend already back to this period of areas, and now seems like going up slowly. Okay, but this uptrend a bit worried the other day because it's coming to news as well that price probably will goes up. Okay, not probably lah. I think usually will go up lah. Okay, on 1st July. Okay, now after that, if you notice the price still holding very well, this is what we call the overtake uptrust. Okay, overtake uptrust can be powerful because it represents, yes, there might be a profit taking, but at the same time, the subsequent days, okay, I don't know how many days, there are support. Okay, which means that people are expecting they still can continue, okay, to challenge on the next resistance. Okay, so what we're going to do for Lei Hong, okay, again, open up your hourly chart. Now it's red pentagons, right? Wait for the next green pentagon. Okay, wait for the next green pentagon. So I already parked my order somewhere around here. Maybe I park one more with alerts. I want to see increasing volume in alerts. Okay, I park it lower slightly. Okay, so when it hits, I'll get notification and I will check whether got green pentagons or not. Okay, before I want to place my trades. Okay, so do remember, not all green pentagon works. Okay, you need to check your market stages from time to time. Here, background still weak. Okay, so that's why sometimes they don't have the momentum to go up higher. Here is slightly better. You notice they're starting to turn to greens already. Okay, so here the chances is slightly better. Okay, with 20%. Okay, so this is again what we covered during the monthly training. Remember, especially for especially for members, we covered the market stages, we covered the the trend line. Okay, so just let me put it back my indicators, and lastly the market stages. Okay, all right. Okay, so far is it okay? Anyone here got questions? Okay, where is the volume? Okay, do you want me to go to the screener? Okay, Weilan, you want me to go through a screener? Okay, now there's one more. I think it's scan move. Okay, scan move as well, unusual volume. Okay, but scan move haven't break the trend line. Okay, scan move haven't break the trend line. Okay, I was watching how you're going to react. Okay, near here. Okay, so let's say I kind of like those reversal with a sudden sell off. Okay, here you notice here oversold. Now seems like they're pushing it back, and the volume is pretty good, on this green parent bar. But I want to see, okay, how they're going to challenge. Okay, maybe this area here. Okay, interesting to look into lah. Again, they are still in the downtrend right now. Okay, but let's see how it goes. Okay, still say yes. When I say yes, okay, I will look into a screener. Okay, so in total, including scam, I think it's 5. Unusual volume is coming out from KLSE right now. Remember, still in downtrend. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so JCY as well. Oh yeah, 6 counters. Now I can remember 6 counters. Okay, so JCY, well, it's got some like an uptrust here. Let's see how you're going to test the new support. Okay, now let's go to the screener. Okay, we go to the screener. Let's check my sector screener again. Okay, who knows, maybe got some sectors turns to green pentagon. Okay, but I think it's all still in red. Okay, all still in red, right? So, okay, we go again here, Pentagon. Okay, we always start with Pentagon. JADEM looks like in uptrend. Okay, green Pentagon. Taliwork, scan move. Okay, EPMB, Focus Lumber. Okay, I'm interested in these 3. I'm interested in these 4 okay, EPMB also. Okay, okay, JADEM also come with some volume. It's interesting, but this is uptrending. Okay, let's try this 5 first. We got JADEM. Okay, so this is likely it's a continuation trend. Okay, with green pentagon. Okay, but I don't know why the volume is a bit unusual. Okay, so let's try Focus Lumber. Focus Lumber. Okay, now what do you think about Focus Lumber? Worth to trade? Okay, now there's one problem with Focus Lumber at the moment. Okay, I don't know, probably it might be a shakeout, okay, due to weak market, or maybe likely there is a this is a downtrend, okay, because the trend is putting down. Now, if you watch this Focus Lumber, Okay, notice here, the range is too small to trade. Okay, the background, it didn't drop badly. Okay, yes, even though here it's got oversold, but prefer we will see, few several sell-off coming up. Okay, now I think that's a very good example. I think this is what shared by one of the member with me yesterday. I think it's good to share with some of you as well. Okay, but she trade 1 minute chart to be frank, so rarely trade 1 minute chart. Okay, let's go to 1 minute if I can pull this chart up. For me, the entry actually is quite, the setup is good, but unfortunately the risk rate is not there. Okay, so for example here, okay, notice this is the one, the uptrend sideways, and it dropped. Okay, but this drop is not big. So when she enters somewhere around here, okay, I think the trend also changed the time. Okay, goes up here, drop further. Okay, so I think, like I said, the setup is there. It's pretty good actually, but unfortunately the risk reward is not there. Okay, so similar like focus number, if you want to apply for reversal type of entry, I think currently they are almost reaching the resistance, or it's very close to resistance. That's why I think it's not really worth it to monitor. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that in this kind of pattern, usually I like to look for a shakeout. Okay, but in this case over here, because I'm a bit worried, few things because of the high volume. Notice here the self coming high volume. Here got some down by high volume. Here got some down by high volume. So sometimes I feel this is a genuine selling, okay, than a shakeout. Okay, remember shakeout happen most of the time when the down bar come with low volume or average volume. Okay, and when the bar going up is increasing volume. Okay, so far we haven't seen that yet. Okay, so members, type a 1 for me again if you understand about this so far. Please type a 1 for me. Okay, if you understand this, please type a 1 for me. Again, we going back again to what we learned, okay, from the Friday section. Okay, this is like a shakeout lah, Talibek. Seems like still haven't give up yet lah, Talibek. Okay, interesting to monitor. Okay, now this is a shakeout. Okay, notice that here even it dropped, right? The volume is not that obvious. Okay, just like very average. Okay, for me, let's put up in the weekly chart. Okay, still moving up in the sideway. Okay, but nothing interesting. Okay, scan I think we just covered. Okay, thank you, Stu. Okay, let's look into EPMB. EPMB. Or if you got any counter, just let me know. I will take a look as well. Okay, daily chart. Okay, daily chart, I think the change of trend happening from here. Okay, goes up. Notice here, this is the resistance. Now for reversal patterns, you really need to learn how to watch the support resistance. If you don't know how to watch this support resistance, you let me know. Okay, so like I say, I will try my best to see what I can do to cover for you all. Okay, on the next upcoming section and training. Okay, so now this is the resistance. Okay, period support and the resistance. So that's why they drop again. But looks like here building some support. Okay, hopefully it will retest one more time. Okay, now this is against kind of similar like focus number. That's why I worried, because it dropped, tested here, maybe we drop again. Okay, so that's why I want to look for others. Okay, at the moment. Okay, so let's go back to my screener. Okay, let's go to second page. I want to see what is the one that, having a bad downtrend. Okay, remember that we want to see a huge drop, right? Okay, Endem is okay. Gratech, all right. BSL. Okay, let's try BSL first, the one that come with a bad background, a weak background. Oh, okay, this one going to accumulation already lah. So nothing to look into. This is already accumulation. Okay, how you going to see accumulation? High volume, sideways. Okay, accumulation can be few way. Doesn't mean that you have to be straight line. Okay, so sometimes it's like this. Okay, sometimes it's like this. Okay, so different accumulations. But I think now volume is already getting lower. Now spread bar. Okay, if I want to trade on the short term, I think it is okay. This looks like a data prep. Okay, this looks like data prep. Okay, data prep also like game over already. But if you want to enjoy this kind of short-term trade, I think still okay. But normally I don't really like it. Okay, I like to see something that is more obvious in terms of volume, and the candles is really changing. Okay, So Eminem, I think this one got chance. Okay, again, a big downtrend in the background. Okay, also now seems like going back to the positive territory, right? So here, almost want to go back to the positive areas. And if you notice, this is a straight downtrend. Okay, it's a straight and a nice, beautiful downtrend, and it challenged that break. Okay, now this is the area of danger because upthrust and resistance is always indicating inverse pullback. But this is a clean line change. Okay, it break up nicely, increasing volume. Okay, so I think this one we might see some a temporary, you know, inverse pullback or technical rebound or reversal. Okay, so and then yes, I think it fit the criteria. Okay, so again, no buy call here, but I just want to share with you. I think this one okay if you want to practice. Okay, a little bit. All right, so grad tech looks like again going to some accumulation here. Okay, but if I look into this area here, okay, let's pull up in the weekly chart for grad tech. Weekly chart still pointing down. Okay, daily chart here seems like, yeah, this is the resistance. Okay, but I think got chance because the background they actually changed the trend from here to sideways. Okay, if let's say tomorrow, you're able to cross increasing volume, maybe got chance to test the resistance again. Okay, I think lots of especially like Hong Kong counters, they are having this kind of patterns lately. Okay, like for example, the reason why I entered Tencent. Okay, but I entered the C19. Okay, I entered the C19. Okay, it kind of similar like here. Okay, example like here. Okay, I'm not sure whether they will drop again or not. Okay, but you know, usually like I say, if let's say here got a big sell off, okay, it changed, drop to support, sometimes it will test the resistance. Here, test the resistance. Okay, then after that, let's say no more buyer, drop again. Okay, kind of like similar like grad tech, but I think grad tech in terms of volume, long-term wise, I haven't seen the change of trend yet. Okay, but if you want to do a short term here, like for example, just now I share with you in Tencent. Okay, notice here downtrending, change the trend here, support, maybe you go to resistance again here, and drop further. Okay, I think US market closing on Friday, the most of technology also going up. Let's do the SLK. Yeah, it goes up. Okay, but remember, still in downtrend. Okay, so maybe on technology wise, KLSE maybe we have some technical pullback too. Okay, by following the US market there. Okay, anyone got any questions so far? Anyone got any questions so far? If not, I'll take two more counters over here. If you got any questions, just let me know, or maybe any stocks. HPMT. Okay, this one's still in downtrend. Okay, nothing to see there. Nothing to monitor. HPMT and BIG. Okay, BIG. Still into BIG. Okay, BIG. Volume is increasing. Not obvious, but increasing. Okay, right exactly at resistance. Okay, some sell off here, right exactly at resistance. Okay, so investor can break back here, maybe got a chance to test resistance. Okay, so the main, okay, if you notice here, the main change of trend happened here. Okay, the main change of trend happened here. Okay, now this is the gap down, right? Okay, gap down, support, turn to resistance. Okay, so that's why it stopped here, drop again. Now this is again, let me repeat. You want to trade when the trend is in a big downtrend. Okay, here, too small. Okay, notice one bar up, down. Okay, again, just I share with you example like the member trade the E-mini. Okay, in 1 minute chart, this is the areas she trade. Too narrow. Okay, actually the sell is good, but just that too narrow. Okay, here the range is wider. Okay, notice here the range is wider. Okay, so if let's say for example, this one it dropped from here to here. Okay, around 70%. Notice usually it will do a half inverse pullback. Okay, so from this length, to here is half, almost half lah, okay, depending, all right? But at least what I'm trying to say here is that you got, at least got some meat lah, okay, to makan, okay, if not too narrow, right? So the main change for trend actually happened over here, okay? So let's see if, let's say here can break up a little bit, maybe you got a chance to try on the resistance again. Okay, so that's interesting one. Okay, hopefully you'll learn one or two things today. Okay, after we have go through on Friday section we have go through more details, right, about market stages and trend line. Okay, now let's do interject from Nick, then we're gonna close our section here. Now again, do remember for members, if you think that for my next section here, you want me to cover more on the support resistance, you let me know, okay, so that I can prepare some things about support resistance, and maybe I'll cover, okay, in the next section, so you'll know how to apply more, I can say, not to say correctly, again, in stock market we never know, okay, but at least you know where is the areas you want to watch out, okay, by applying the support resistance. Okay, so here Jax, I think this is already in the sideways mode, it's already in accumulation, so let's do into each chart because they're being accumulated for some times. Okay, volume still not that obvious, so I think you got to sideways for a while. Okay, overall I don't see any major strength. Of course, preferable they go above all the UT, okay, which is the main resistance currently. Okay, if let's say they're able to go above here, then yeah, they're able to challenge here. Okay, if not, it's just going to sideways. Okay, so far one good thing is that I do see a shakeout in this area as well, so representing, yeah, there might be still some interest, okay, by the small one. All right, so again, if let's say there's no question, I will close my section here today. So once again, thank you for joining me tonight, sorry, this morning over here, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, so do remember, if you like what we do, click the like buttons in my video here and subscribe to this channel.